President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris appearing on the campaign trail for the first time since Harris ascended to the top of the ticket. While the two exhibited their characteristic and stylistic differences, they were in lockstep on much of their message, that the Democrats running for office this year are the ones who have a platform that will promote and provide more benefits for those who are members of unions. Donald Trump and J.D. Vance on the Republican side, they say, have no platform that would do the same. But they did have one area of agreement in particular where the two were in lockstep, and that was the endorsement of American ownership for iconic Pittsburgh-based company U.S. Steel, currently at the center of a $15 billion takeover by a Japanese rival. Shareholders have approved the deal, but union members have voiced their opposition. And today, Vice President Harris echoing President Biden's own opposition, which he staked out in Pittsburgh last April.
Everywhere I go, I tell people, you may not be a union member, but you better thank unions for that 5-day work week. Thank unions for sick leave. Thank unions for paid family leave. Thank unions for your vacation time. Because when union wages go up, everybody's wages go up. When union workplaces are safer, all workplaces are safer. When unions are strong, America is strong.
It's a singular issue, but it's emblematic of the debate in Middle America. That is resisting the control of foreign interests and foreign ownership and keeping American manufacturing wholly owned and strong going into the future.
This jet was in the Dominican Republic for maintenance when U.S. authorities seized it. FBI agents flew it from the Dominican Republic to Florida. There you can see video obtained exclusively by CNN as it landed in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and was taxiing around there. It's not quite the 747 jumbo jet that the U.S. uses as Air Force One, but it is, according to two U.S. officials, Venezuela's version of Air Force One, used by President Nicolas Maduro to fly around to meetings and to other events there. According to Garland, it was purchased for some $13 million by a shell company before it was illegally flown out of the country. Now, the U.S. and Venezuela have long had a frosty relationship that's only gotten worse, perhaps even almost outright hostile since the July presidential election, the U.S. not recognizing the claimed results of that election. According to Maduro's own regime, he won with some 51% of the vote. The U.S. not recognizing that as a free and fair election. In fact, many other countries not recognizing it as well. It is because of the results or claimed results of that election that the U.S. reimposed sanctions on Venezuela's oil and gas industries. Venezuela said the seizure of that jet was, quote, piracy. These two Marines were on the USS Wasp, which has been in the Eastern Mediterranean for several weeks now. The Wasp pulled into Izmir, Turkey, and these Marines got some shore leave. So you can see them there in civilian clothes, and they were essentially allowed to relax and go out on the town. And that's when this happens at about 3:30 in the afternoon, local time yesterday. A small crowd that you can see in the video there, assaults two of these Marines, holds onto them and essentially grapples them so they can't get away, puts a bag over one of their heads. In the video, you can hear one of the Marines repeatedly calling for help, and then a short time later, the crowd starts chanting over and over again, "Yankee, go home." According to the Navy, several other Marines in the area came to help out, got these Marines out of there, and were able to go to a local hospital to get checked out. According to the Navy, they are doing well and are back on the USS Wasp. The Navy is now investigating, along with NCIS and local authorities. Local governorship says 15 people were taken into custody as a result of this incident, including 2 women and 13 men.